Hello students, welcome to the fifth session of the sets. Let's recapitulate what we have done in the previous session. Subsets of set of real numbers, intervals as subsets of real numbers. In this we have done the finite intervals as well as infinite intervals and universal set. As we have discussed in the previous sessions about the set, subset, types of sets, so in this one we will be studying about the geometrical presentation, or we can say we will visualize the relationship, various kinds of the relationship of sets and their ideas through geometrical figures, and those geometrical figures will be called as Venn diagrams. Now, Venn diagrams, it consists of a rectangle and closed curves. You see here I have made a fun figure. So this rectangle is considered to be a universal set, and this universal set is being represented by this capital U or this E figure, and generally we use this capital U to represent this universal set. Universal set I have explained you in the previous session. If you are not clear, so I will clear with this another example. Numbers. If I take the numbers, set of numbers from 1 to 30, and we take a set A as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so we consider that the even numbers less than equal to 10, and here set B is the set of numbers multiple of 3, and C as a set of odd numbers less than 10, and D a set of prime numbers less than 12. Okay, so now we see that this universal set, that these all are the subsets of this universal set, isn't it? So this all sets are contained in this set, so this is considered to be a universal set. The same way here, that this box of rectangle or this rectangular box consists or considered to be a universal set, and closed curve, generally we use a circle, ellipse can be used, also be used. So here we say this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the numbers which are present inside the box. None of the number is outside this box. That means that this from 1 to 10 is a universal set, and A consists of a set that is 3, 4, 5, 9. These are the numbers. So here we will be discussing about this set, presentation of set in a form of a Venn diagram, and let's see more of the Venn diagrams. Here we see that the two circles which are not touching each other, isn't it? If you remember in the sets also, when we were describing in the roster form as well as in the set builder form, so we were getting the certain sets which we do not have anything in common. When they were the equal sets, subsets we were discussing, so there were the certain sets which were not the subset of the given set. The same is the here. So this kind of a set will be known as a disjoint set, because none of the element of set A matches with set B. So here there is no relationship. Now here if we see that another one, in this one there is a circle inside the bigger circle, and this bigger circle is inside this rectangle. So this rectangle is considered to be a universal set, and this is a smaller circle that is noted as B. So B contains 2, 4, 6, and here you see this is 1, 3, 5, 7, and outside the both the circle is 9, 8, and 10. So here B is a subset of A, as all the elements of B is contained in A, and A contains 1 till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the numbers which has been contained, and this is inside this universal set. Clear? Now here you see that these two circles, they are cutting each other. Now these all circles which I have shown you, they are all what is, they are representing sets. This is an individual set. This is your set A. This is set A and B. Here also you are having set A and B, and this is also. When we are talking about these circles, they will all represent a set. Each set you are representing in a form of one circle. Now this is here. So here it is inside the box that the two circles or the two set are cutting each other. That means कि certain numbers of the elements which are common in each other. Okay. Now further we say that these are the two more figures. Here we are seeing that the three circles. Now these three circles are three sets are being represented, and here also three sets are represented. But both the way, and they have the different way of presentation. Here they have the P is having certain elements common with Q, and Q is having certain elements common with R, but P and R have nothing in common with each other, isn't it? But here you see that the set W is having certain elements common with X, and X is having certain elements common with Y, and W is also having a certain elements common with Y. So these are the representation. Now you can pause the video and note it down. Okay, now we move further and study about more the certain operations on set. Now the certain operations on set, we will be studying about the four operations. One is your union of two sets, second intersection of two sets, third difference of two sets, and fourth complement of a set. Let's consider the first one, that is union of two sets. For the union of two sets, to understand this thing, that let us consider a example. The example, if we say, let set A be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now here we are, when we are representing in a Venn diagram, so this we are having the universal set, and this will be your set A, and this will be a set B. So as per this, that we will see that 1 and 1 both are common here in both the set, so we will write it here in the center, and 2 is not common with B, so we will write it here. 3 is common here, so we will write it here, and 5 is common here, but with both the set I will write it here. Then what is left over? With here with again 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is here. And with B we say the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now when we are representing this set in a Venn diagram, so it will be represented in this manner. Now when we are talking about the union of the set, union means that means a combining of the two sets, combining the elements of the two set and writing it one place. So we will write it here A union B, that here when we are talking about the union, so we will be representing the set union by this letter which appears like a U, but it is not a U exact, it is of the English alphabet. So it is this symbol is used for the union. So here in union, if you see, so we are writing out what number of elements? We are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Now here you see that that 1 was repeated, 3 was repeated, 4 was not repeated, 5 was repeated. So they are written only one time each, isn't it? If you remember that you were asked to list the elements or the letters of the word school, so there you were having that SCHOOL. When you were asked to list in a roster form, so you were writing it down SCHOL. You are not repeating. The same way in the case of union, that you will write down all these elements, the ones which are repeated, they will be written only one time. Let us consider another example. Here that we take it this, let this set be A, B, C, D, E and I, and B is C, A, I, E. So when we represent in a Venn diagram, so this will be U and this will be your A and this will be your B. The elements, if you see the common ones, that the C is common, A is common, I is common and E is common. So here it will be written inside C, A, I, E. So these all are common inside it, and what is not common? That is your B, which will be written outside, D, that will be written outside, and E is common and I is common. So BD is the set which is not included in B, but it is in A. Now here you see carefully that B is a subset of A. How it is? Now you see that all the elements of B are present in A. You see that C is there, A is there, I is there, E is there. So here this A, that in A contains all the elements of B. So B will be a subset of A and A will be a superset of B. Okay. When we are listing the elements, so A union B, so the common elements, as I have shown you in the previous example, the common elements will be written only one time. So in symbolically, that if we are representing, so we can say A union B will be written as X is such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. This word or will tell you that we are talking about the union of two sets. Okay. So when we are talking union of two sets, and if we try to define this, so we can say the union of two sets A and B written as A union B, this in the here, and it will be read as A union B is a set consisting of all elements which belongs to A or B or both. It means what? It belongs to A or B or both, and symbolically it will be written like this. Okay. Now let's discuss about certain properties of this union. So what are those certain properties? If we see here that we say A union B is equal to B union A. Whether we take the union of B with A or A with B, both the cases we will have the same elements. Will it differ? No. So when it is not going to differ, so it will satisfy this property. Okay. Now further it says कि A union B union C. If we are having three sets, so first we list the elements of two sets A and B, and then we list it along with C, so it will be the same way, isn't it? So this is your associative property, isn't it? And further we say A union empty set. So in empty set, how many elements will be there? There will be no elements. When there will be no elements, the union of set A with empty set will give you A or not. So if you are not clear, I am taking it here that this I am taking A is equal to 1, 2, 3. And if I take empty set, which will be written like this, so when we are doing the union of this, so what we are getting? We are getting A is equal to 1, 2, 3. We will get it. So this satisfy. This will be identity. And if we say that A union A, so then if we are taking the union of the set itself, what we'll get? We will get the A only. Let's take up the last property of universal, law of universal. Here you see the universal set union A. So I get as a universal set. Reason, all the elements of A is present in all the elements of A is present in universal set, isn't it? So here we will be getting U as a universal set. Okay, now let's take up the representation of this A union B union C and A union B union C graph this in a Venn diagram. So if I take this here, so here A union B, that is a completely shaded. When we take it a union of C, so if I say A union B union C, so that means कि whatever the elements are present here or the area which is being shaded, so this will be also shaded because the union is left over what? That is this much portion will be left over. So this will be shaded, and if we talk about the another part, that is your A union B union C. So if we shade this B union C part, B union C, and then we shade it, so here we will get A union union of B union C. So this will be the complete set. Complete, all the three sets will be shaded. It will be represented in this manner. The same it will be happen with the element कि all the elements of A, B and C will be written at one place in case of when it says A union B union A union B and union C. So here there will be all the portion, all the elements will be written. Now let's take up the exercise, that exercise 1.4 which you will be doing, and this question from 1 to 4 you will be doing as we have done Venn diagram and union of sets we have done it. So till here you will be doing. In next session I will be doing with you that intersection of sets as well as the difference of sets. Okay, so this much you will be doing it.